How do medical students make money? Can you make money while you're in medical school? Are you allowed to have a job? A lot of medical schools recommend that you do not get a job while you are in medical school, because being a medical student itself is like a job where you don't get paid. You get paid in knowledge. People say, oh, as medical students, you work day and night. You're not going to have enough time to work. And even if you did, you would be sacrificing your studies and your grades. It all depends on the person, I think. If your medical school does allow you to work while you're in medical school, you're on top of your game, you have good grades, you have enough free time, and you can find a job where they're flexible enough to let you work as many hours as you're willing to work, then hey, that's great. I haven't really found many jobs that let you do this. That would be awesome though. But I'm going to give some examples of jobs where you do have some control over your job schedule and you can also balance it out with your studies. This is not recommended for everyone. If you are struggling with your studies, focus on your studies, please. And if you need professional advice, ask your financial aid counselor, because they could have some opportunities for low-income students. First, ask your medical school if they have any jobs available to students. Some medical schools do have little part-time jobs here and there. For example, being a medical school tutor. I was a tutor. I didn't get paid much, to be quite honest, but it was better than nothing. As a medical student tutor, what I did was I tutored other medical students, my own peers, on topics that they were struggling with. So I'd create a PowerPoint presentation, I would present it to the students, go over different high-yield topics, for example. I would also create little quizzes for them so they could test their knowledge. I'd answer their questions. In doing so, it also helped me review the material. You can also ask if there are other part-time jobs like sitting at a front desk or something, or maybe something administrative. Another thing you could do is ask your school if they have scholarships available. I know this is not the easiest option, because when there's a scholarship available from your school or from some website or some company, hundreds of students go in and try to apply for those scholarships and grants. So you are competing with those students for one scholarship. I know how that is. Trust me, I've applied to many scholarships and not gotten them. But you could still ask your school, because maybe they do need-based scholarships and you are a low-income student. You fulfill their criteria, because you never know, you might get that scholarship and it could really help you. Now, aside from that, here are some less popular options, but they are still feasible, I think. You could try making YouTube videos. You don't necessarily have to show your face nowadays on your YouTube videos in order to make money off of it. And it seems like YouTube has become a very accessible and easy way to make money. The thing with YouTube, I think, is that it takes time. So you may not see results right away. You may not even get any views for a couple of your videos initially. There's also blogging. You can get paid to blog. Again, that takes some time and dedication. And there are also online jobs, tutoring little kids in English, those type of programs. I find that you don't get paid very much. Like, you assume, hey, I'm a medical student, I have all this knowledge, I have a bachelor's degree, I might even have a master's, even PhD. I should get paid more than like $12 per hour, right? And then there's Skillshare, where you can share your skills, essentially. For example, if you're an expert at programming, you could make programming videos, how to program for beginners on Skillshare. If you're good at art, etc., etc., whatever you're good at, you could put it on Skillshare and make some money off of it. It's important to start early. Even in undergraduate, if you know, hey, I'm a pre-med, I'm definitely going to do medicine, start making your income as early as you can. A lot of medical students, including myself, feel, oh my god, I'm in my late 20s, I'm still in school, I don't have a job, I'm not making any money, I'm just borrowing loans. It kind of hurts, and I know the feeling quite well. If you start early, that would be great. Especially if you want to do like blogging or YouTube, start early, I would suggest. Because then you could develop a fan base and you could dedicate more time to it. And as time goes by, you won't have to worry about it as much, I think. What some students have done is that they've gotten a job during their gap year after undergrad. You use that year to make money. You can also do a post-bac if you feel the need to, for example, to just to have a continuous education if you feel the need to. So at least you've made money in that 1 year. It could be somewhat beneficial for you to pay for like little things here and there, like certain textbooks or resources or clothes, or assist your family in some way, depending on how much you made, but it's definitely better than nothing. So these are some tips on how to make money while in medical school. I know a lot of us just want to start working, especially in the field of medicine, but it's not always feasible. Granted that being a student is our job, there are ways to make at least a little bit of cash, at least some pocket money for yourself. So hopefully that helps. And if any of you have tips on how to make money as a medical student, feel free to leave your advice down below. I'm sure it'll help someone somewhere, including myself. Have a great day.